Happy Friday, guys. What's up? Welcome into another episode of the Daily Juice Podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all socials at Sports Talk Matt after another 2-1 night last night. So that's 3 in a row. 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. The problem with, when you have a rough week like last week is that we're up over 2.5 units for the week, but it's a slow grind to get back after the hole I put us all in last week. So good week going this week, rough week last week, really rough week last week. So we're still trying to climb our way out of it, but we're doing a fairly decent job of it at the moment. Okay, so we did not get the WNBA bet right last night. We missed it by a bucket with the under, but we got both baseball bets right. Paul Skeens 1-0, and we got the under for the Phillies and the Dodgers. So this podcast is going to be kind of simplistic. It's not going to be overly in-depth with the 3 baseball plays that we're going to play. I'm going to keep on riding some of the trends that are going on right now in Major League Baseball and take a look at some of the options we've got from a number perspective. There are some plays that I like a lot in baseball coming up for today, and we'll look to get into the baseball and some other things on Saturday, maybe some golf on Sunday. But for right now, we're going to do a baseball-only podcast for us here on a Friday. And look, I think there's opportunities here to jump in and opportunities for us to have some, decent games. There's 3 very good games going on right now that I like a lot. And I think we have a chance to hopefully keep the good vibes going. But before we get into anything else, let's tell you about the pristineauction.com's jersey giveaway. It is an autographed Julio Rodriguez signed jersey thanks to pristineauctions.com. You guys are going to be able to win this if you do a couple of things. First and foremost, you have to be liking and watching this podcast, okay? To hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for this podcast. Secondly, you have to go fill out a form, bettingpros.com/contest. Complete that form and either download the Betting Pros app, leave a review for the Betting Pros podcast or the Daily Juice podcast, or subscribe to our social media channels at Betting Pros on Twitter X, TikTok, and at Betting Pros NFL on Instagram. The more actions you complete, the more entries you will receive for this giveaway. We will announce the winner right here on the Daily Juice, so make sure you turn on those notifications so you know when we are making this announcement at the end of this month to win the autographed Julio Rodriguez jersey. It is easy. Go for free to enter at bettingpros.com/contest. Okay, so let's get into it. There are some interesting games here, and I just think it's an opportunity. Garrett Cole is going for the Yankees. The Yankees lost again yesterday. I know Povich isn't great, but I'm not betting on the Yankees on the road as -120 favorites. Okay, I'm not. I'm taking the plus money at +110. Orioles at home. The Yankees have won 6 games of their last 17. 6 and 17 over the last 23 games, okay? 6 and 17. They are ice cold. The Orioles at home are a very good baseball team, and they've done some big things here. They lead the division. The Yankees are coming in. I know it's Garrett Cole. It's a Friday night in Baltimore. It's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. It's going to be a lot of fun to be at Camden Yards coming up for this series this weekend because these teams clearly don't like each other, and this team for the Orioles is coming off of 3 consecutive losses. They got swept by the Cubs. This team's going to kind of come in. It's a good time to jump in. I know Cage Povich is not great. He's 1-3 with a 6.51 ERA, but it's fade the Yankees at all costs, and I just cannot. Even with a kid who's not great, but Cade Povich at home is a 2.7 ERA. On the road, it's a 12. Much different pitcher at home, 5 earned runs in 16 2/3 innings worth of work. Last time out at home, 6-5 win against Texas, gave up 2 earned runs in 5 against Cleveland, lost 3-2, but 5 2/3, gave up 3 earned runs, beat the Braves at home with a 4-2 win. He went 6 innings with no earned runs. Cade Povich, much better pitcher at home than on the road. It's a cheap price. It's a dog price at +110, 1 unit. Orioles money line at home against the New York Yankees. Second bet, Texas against Houston. Total for this game is 8.5. If you can find 8.5, search it out, go find it. 8 is the prevailing number here for these two teams. 8 flat at most books here at the time of taping. You find 8.5. I love 8.5, but I am going to go under 8 for Heaney and Brown. Why? Well, look at these offenses both aren't great. Houston's up 6-3 at the time of taping over the Marlins at home. But this Houston offense, I know they've been hot, and I know they played well. But Texas is 44-49, and they aren't scoring a ton of runs. All right, they're just not. These teams have played a lot of over games. 8-5, 9-2, 12-8, 10-5, 7-2, 10-2, 3-1, okay? As we head towards the All-Star break, we start talking about pitchers. Andrew Heaney is not great, okay? He's not great, I'll give you that. But on the road, he's not horrible. At home, he's not horrible. I think he can come in with a left-handed pitcher and be okay. On the road, better ERA than at home for Andrew Heaney. 3.4 with a 2-4 record, opposing batting average of 272, 19 earned runs in 15 1/3 innings worth of work. Way more work on the road for Andrew Heaney than he is at home. Hunter Brown, on the other hand, is 6-6 with a 4.48 ERA for Houston, a 3.44 ERA at home, 3-2 record overall, opposing batting average of 208, just 19 earned runs in 49 2/3 innings worth of work. I don't think this is going to be a high-scoring series. I don't think this is going to be a high-scoring game here tonight. I think this is a pretty low-scoring game for these teams, and I think you start looking at just trends. And as teams, Houston is 52-36-4 to the under. Texas is 52-37-4 to the under as well. The second and third worst teams to the over in Major League Baseball. Only the Braves are worse at 53-33-5. Under 8, Houston and the Rangers here tonight for 1.1 units. And finally, it's another huge series. And you may want to shop around here with this, with the Cubs, who have won 4 in a row, 6 of 7. The Cubs are finally looking like a team that might get over that 84.5 win total we've got for them, 45-49. They're on the road now up against the St. Louis Cardinals. This total is 8.5. And it's a pretty heavy price here on Sonny Gray and the Cubs, or the Cardinals against the Cubs. Why? Because Kyle Hendricks is back in the rotation for some ridiculous reason. I have no idea why. This doesn't make any sense to me. The total is 8 in this game. I don't get this, okay? It's even money. It's juiced to the under, which I guess is because of Sonny Gray on this. I guess that's why. Sonny Gray at home has a 1.9 ERA with a 6-3 record, an opposing batting average of 167. He's a heavy favorite here on this. I think you have to take a long, hard look at the run line here for Sonny Gray with Kyle Hendricks in the rotation. It's plus 102. It's basically even money. I think this is where the Cubs have their streak snapped. They're hot. I get it. But this is Sonny Gray against Kyle Hendricks. I can't believe Kyle Hendricks is back in this rotation for the Cubs. This feels like, what are you doing? If this game does go to a Cub win, it's because of the over. It's going to go over. 8.55 ERA, 0-4 record for Kyle Hendricks, 299 opposing batting average, 32 earned runs in 33 2/3 innings worth of work. Forget it. His career at 34, it's just done. He's not a starting pitcher. Run line. Taking Cardinals run line, plus 102, laying the 1.5 runs with St. Louis in Sonny Gray. I know the Cubs are hot. Let's a chance to sell on them high here after their sweep coming in and what they've done. Chicago's been playing really well. You sweep the Orioles, on the road. That's very impressive. Now to the Cardinals. I think this 4-game win streak ends here. I think it ends in a bad loss to St. Louis, their arch rival. Plus 102, we're taking that here with the Cardinals on the run line. All right, 3 bets for us in Major League Baseball. Run line, Cardinals over the Cubs. We're going under 8 for the Rangers and the Astros, and we're taking the Orioles at home at plus 110 on the money line up against the Yankees here on a Friday. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me across all socials at Sports Talk Matt every morning. TLG's podcast right here. Thanks to BettingPros.